Right, so I've been at college for 2 weeks now. I've had 2 weeks of classes, and I think it's about time to update you all on how it's been going. And long story short, it's been going well. It's been going very well. I absolutely love every single one of my classes, including the one that I'm only taking for like a gen ed requirement. I still absolutely love all of them. Psychology 101 is great teacher. She tends to get behind a little bit on the on the schedule, syllabus, and stuff, but it's still really fun. I like psychology. It's review now because I've continuing on where I left off last year. Was I quit in the middle of another Psych 101 class, but so far that's going well. I have that on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I have on Tuesdays and Thursdays my 4 history classes, which I could not ask for better classes to fill my Tuesdays and Thursdays with, because any other class I would be exhausted and hate them by the end of the day. With these, I feel more energized at the end of the day than I do at the beginning of the day after I've had all my classes. Let's see, first I start off the day with Holocaust and American Memory. Great professor with there. Then I go to Civil War and Reconstruction, so get to start off the day with a really fun-filled 2 classes, Holocaust and the Civil War. That's really cheerful. That professor is also very good. We had to read a whole book over the weekend. It was a little over 100 pages, but so not very long, but still a whole book about the causes of Southern secession, and reading all the primary documents by these secession commissioners, these commissioners that the seceding states sent out to other states, slave states, about this is why we've seceded, this is why you should secede. And so it's like Southerners talking to Southerners about the reasons that they've succeeded. So it's a good source to look at for finding out the actual reasons that they seceded. And yeah, as it turns out, slavery is the number one reason. All those people who say they seceded for states' rights, no, it's pretty slave-focused there. They bring it up as the first and foremost reason of all of them. They're just afraid that Lincoln and his black Republicans, because that's the only term they ever use, is black Republicans. So they're automatically equating the new Republican Party with their support of African Americans. They say that they pose a huge threat to the institutions of the South, aka slavery, and the Southerners' property, aka their slaves. And they're all terrified of what will happen if we become gasp equal to these black people, and what will happen if there's a race war and then miscegenation. Those are fears in every single one of their speeches. So yeah, South seceded for slavery reasons. Don't listen to any neo-Confederates that say it was all about states' rights, because it wasn't. They all, as it turned out, revised their speeches at the end of the Civil War. At the beginning of the Civil War, Alexander Stephens, the vice president for the Confederacy, was all about, the very beginning he said, we are seceding, the Confederacy is the first government based on the great truth that the Negro is not equal to the white man. That's an exact quote from him. And then afterwards, he said, after he had lost the Civil War, he wrote a whole book about why it was all about states' rights that they had seceded. So, yeah, there's that. There's also my Jewish history class. We've been reading a lot of Bible there and talking about how trustworthy the Bible is as a historical source. It turns out not very. And how we can corroborate it with these other archaeological sources. And we've also looked at just the origins of the Jewish community and everything. And then afterwards we have China class with my favorite professor, Professor Jonathan Schlesinger, about China's later empires and all that. So yeah, I'm having a great time here. Collins is wonderful. They have a really nice supper, dining hall meal every weekday, and I'm actually having dinner with people who I know and hang out with and so that's going well. It's just overall doing very well here. I feel like everything's good. I love you guys. Bye.